All right, time for dog food. So we have, actually, I think I'll start with sharing my screen and then I'll show you our bags. All right, so as a reminder about our dog food and nutrition, we like to say that we have customized nutrition for your dogs. Not only does that include our food, but it also includes our supplements, the superfood seasonings, and our treats and things that we have as well. I mentioned this during the cat food bit, but also just a reminder about our 20 reasons why we believe our dog and cat food is a better way. And let me know in the chat if you feel or if you know that the food that you're using right now is able to check off every single item on the right that's in green there. Okay, so I have a couple testimonials here for you about dog food. The first one on the left is from Paula, and Paula has what looks to be, I'm going to guess, some sort of doodle. It's super cute. And her girls have been picky eaters unless they add something into their food or hand feed, which sounds a lot like my golden doodle, Jovi. They also have loose stools quite a bit. Again, a lot like my, I wonder if that's a golden doodle thing. So they tried the seasonings and they tried the GastroPro. And then they decided eventually to try the food. And as a result of all three, their stools are consistently like Tootsie Rolls. That's what we want to see, is a Tootsie Roll poop. And relatively no odor. They love their food. And she actually determined that after trying the old food with the seasonings that they stopped eating the food, they just only ate the seasonings. So they tried our food and now they love what they eat and they've put on some weight and exactly what they need to do. On the other side is from Cameron, and the only food that their dog can eat is actually poultry. They ran out of the poultry food and used a very well-known brand, and the dog lost all her hair and scratched for weeks, poor thing. So thankfully, our food is able to help Cameron's dog too. Okay, so I'm going to run through the different recipes that we have. And one thing you'll notice, very similar to the cat food, is that we have multiple bags. So for the cat food was the 5-pound bag increments. The dog food is in 10-pound bag increments. So you'll see regular is 1 pound or one bag, approximately 10 pounds. The large is 2 bags, approximately 20 pounds. And the extra large is 3 bags, approximately 30 pounds. Turkey and sweet potato is a grain-free. This one is especially good for large breed puppies or dogs that are allergic to chicken or fish. Again, just like our cat food, all of our dog food is all ages, all stages. However, some of the recipes by default of the ingredients can be better for others than not. So for example, this one is better for large breeds. Salmon, peas, and sweet potato is also grain-free, and this one is great for all dogs, especially those that might be allergic to chicken. Chicken and sweet potato is grain-free. This is a very common one for puppies. I see this recommended a lot for puppies, and I see breeders use this a lot for their puppies. And it's also great for your dogs that are not considered senior and or dogs that are allergic to fish. But again, it can be used for dogs over 7. It's just one of those that are more recommended for your younger dogs. Turkey and garbanzo beans is also a grain-free. This one is great for your adults or older dogs, and that's because it's also good for overweight. And as you start to see dogs age, they can also they slow down. Their metabolism slows down, their activity slows down, and they can get overweight. Turkey's really great for that. It's also good for dogs that are allergic to chicken or fish. It is poultry-free. Duck and chickpeas is our next grain-free recipe. This is also great for dogs that are overweight or dogs that are allergic to chicken and fish. Trout, sweet peas, and lentils is another grain-free recipe. This is poultry-free, so it's great for dogs that are allergic to chicken or dogs that are also overweight. Lamb, chickpeas, and lentils. This is grain-free, and this is the one that actually we use. Actually, we use 2 different kinds. I like to mix our food together. But this is our base that we use. Great for dogs that are allergic to poultry, chicken, or turkey, and for all sizes of dogs. Chicken and oatmeal, this is our healthy grain. So if you remember from cat food, healthy grain is no corn, no wheat, no soy. This is great for puppies as well. You'll see breeders use this one. And it's also great for dogs that might be allergic to fish. Chicken and brown rice is a healthy grain recipe. Great again for puppies, and great for dogs that are allergic to fish. There's really no dog that can not have this unless they're allergic to chicken. White fish and brown rice is a healthy grain recipe. Great if your dog is allergic to poultry, chicken, or turkey. Turkey and brown rice is great for your older dogs, overweight dogs, and allergic to fish. You'll see turkey is a great one when you have weight problems, weight challenges. Trout and barley is a healthy grain recipe. Also great if your dog is allergic to poultry or overweight. And that's our food. So let's go over to the website so you can see all of our food on here. So I went to dogs, shop dogs, and then I went to dog food. And here are all of our recipes. Let's click on the lamb and chickpeas so you can see what I mean about different sizes. So our small regular bag is 10 pounds, or else you can go to 20 or 30 pounds. Now, go back and see, just review, show you all the recipes. So chicken and oatmeal, chicken sweet potato, lamb chickpeas, and I'm not going to read all these, you can. But in the chat, why don't you tell me which protein, what food type your dog is eating? Maybe eating chicken, duck, trout, fish, salmon. What type of protein are they eating right now? Okay, and then I'm going to show you our dog food bags. So this is our lamb and chickpeas and lentils. And you can see on the top, I named it Molly and Jovi's Tasty Bites, although it's backwards for you on the video. But what I do, so one of the cool things about our food for dogs and cats is that since it's so nutritionally dense, you typically don't need to feed as much as you may have with other brands of food. So for example, we used to go between 30 and 40 pounds of dog food a month between Jovi and Molly. And now we're at just around 20 pounds of food. So even though our prices may seem a little bit higher, at the end of the day, I'm not spending any more per month just because I'm buying less food quantity. So I mentioned earlier that I like to mix our food. And that is because I like to do half a grain-free and half a healthy grain. So this month is turkey and brown rice that I'm mixing in with their lamb. So inside of our dog food bin that we have in our cabinet is I do half turkey and half lamb in there. One of the other things to show you is our resealable top. So you can see how it's like a Ziploc bag. I'll actually show you the kibble too. So all of our kibble is nice and small size, which makes it good. My cat wants to try it, which makes it good for your small dogs and for your large dogs and for any sort of dogs that might have dental problems. But our resealable bags are so that you can so that you can make sure that it's fresh all the time. So when you order 30 pounds, you actually get 3 10-pound bags, which I absolutely love because then you know that you're always getting the freshest food. So let's talk food. Tell me about the dog food that you're using.